when it comes to autistic and neurodivergent advocacy? Are we sending too many mixed messages to the world? Probably an uncomfortable question that most people may not want to ask themselves in the space, but I'm going to ask that question, give some observations. It may be a little tough. Some people may be uncomfortable with my observations, but here we go. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. I have an important thing that I want to cover this morning. It's going to be entirely different from what I usually cover in the channel, and that is the question I just asked earlier. Are autistic and neurodivergent advocates, organizations, sending too many mixed messages to the world? Are those messages based on what's best, what's a best practice, what is good to wear from a graphic standpoint? Are all of these things putting us into such divided camps that we're not sending a clear collective voice to the world in order to get the support and assistance and understanding that we need? Sometimes, from my perspective, it looks that way. People get shouted down for what they think, what they wear, colors. And for me, I think too much of this is getting lost in the bigger picture of things, the support, assistance, understanding, and education that the world actually needs in order to help us better integrate into a world that we frankly don't think we belong in. Now, this isn't going to be a long video because it's probably going to touch some nerves, and there are just some things that really all of the organizations, all of the advocates, no matter what neurotype you are, need to begin to better focus on just from my own observations. This is nothing concrete. This is really coming from me, really asking the question to everyone, including myself. Am I sending the right message that is reaching the world in its entirety? And sometimes I think I'm not, but also I think there are too many fractured parties in the organizations, and it's really time for a hard reset. Everyone coming together and starting from education, support, and assistance for autistics. I think we should stop caring if kids want to wear a puzzle piece or an infinity symbol or have a practice that works for them. After all, what I'm not seeing is enough push on lived experience. The lived experience should be more incorporated into actual education of the world. Sometimes, for me, it just seems like the clinical perspective of neurodivergency seems to take more of a front foot than actual neurodivergency. And I would just like to see all of the groups begin to just regather and really focus and talk about what is the root important thing, what's the biggest thing and the biggest message we want to send, and then we can start to work around that. If I've ruffled some feathers, it was not my intention. My intention is just to get everyone to stop, take a breath, and consider what it is we're sending to the world, what it is that we would like the world to actually do with us, partner with us. It can't be a demand because the world doesn't do well with demands, just as well as neurodivergent people, for the most part, don't do well with demands. So why would we approach it with something that we ourselves avoid? Instead, we need to come at this, I think, with a singular message on education, support, and assistance that can be clearly understood, that doesn't divide people into camps. Because divided camps have smaller voices, and we need one big voice. So I thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope that if you're a neurodivergent advocate or an organization who happens to come across this, that you'll reach out, or that you'll at least think about what I've just said. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by the channel as usual. You're fine and excellent people in my book, and that's not a bias. I just think that when you take the time to stop by a channel maybe you've never visited, or that you have visited, but again, my absence has been quite extensive, that it's so appreciative that you just kind of go in that category. So anyway, if you are new to the channel and this is your first exposure, I encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel. There will be regular content coming out again. I've had a whirlwind of things that you'll find in the previous video. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your week.